I was able to watch Fall Guy, so let's review it. Let's start off with everything I liked about it. And for starters, I'm a fan of movies that they're about making a movie. I'm a fan of those type of movies. So this movie is basically all of that. Really liking what they're doing. With the step double stuff, the romance stuff. I liked what they did in here with both of those storylines. And it's like I said, the making the movie part. I was interested in that part of the storyline because I was into that kind of stuff. And the romance in here is executed perfectly as well. It's able to capture everything it needs to. This is not one of those all-out romance movies, but it has that romance in here. But it's played in like a comedic way. It's not like full-on love story. And speaking of comedic, this movie is funny. This movie is a fun time. You can have a blast with it because this movie is tackling all the silly humor and stuff. It makes it for a really fun time. The action in this movie is also fun. There was one specific action scene that reminded me of like something Scott Pilgrim would do with like the humor in there as well. It kind of like tackled other stuff. He thought of that. I don't think a lot of other people will, but there's a short action scene in here that reminded me a lot of Scott Pilgrim because of the comedy that was tackled into it as well. And of course, all the actors in here are doing a wonderful job. Ryan Gosling is putting his Ryan Gosling emotion and personality into his characters, and you can really see that like Ryan Gosling always does. Same thing with Emily Blunt in here. She is doing a good job at playing the director of the film. And of course, this movie is about Stuntman. This movie does a really good job at showing that part of the film and paying tribute to what they needed to really show the stuntman in this movie and show their importance in making a film. So that's everything I liked about the film. Now time to move on to everything I didn't like about it. And for starters, now the main story of the film, it's not a huge problem for me, but I question the logic of how it started in the first place. I can't go into spoilers or anything, but it kind of confuses me on how Ryan Gosling's character just decides to do this part, just start doing this storyline automatically. He doesn't question it or anything. But the storyline's fun and stuff like that. You can have fun with it. It's just that it doesn't make full sense to me for why it started in the first place. And one last thing on here, I feel like about the middle point of the movie, it started slowing down just a little bit. I feel like stuff started to slow down just a little bit more, but quickly picked back up again. But all in all, The Fall Guy is just a fun time at the movie theater. This is one of those movies that you can rewatch for fun and have a blast with it. And it's a ton of fun at the theaters. You can really enjoy this movie. Out of 10, I will give Fall Guy an 8 out of 10. Thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, maybe these ones on the side will interest you too. Like and subscribe, and see you guys all next time. Goodbye.